Over half of Africa's population face an ongoing threat to their water resources and basic sanitation. Unpredictable rainfall, climate change, lack of safe water and improved sanitation leaves many communities and marginalized groups vulnerable and at risk. Currently, water insecurity affects more than 350 million people in Africa, and only 1/3 of Africans have access to decent toilets. 6 out of 10 schools lack basic water and sanitation facilities, putting our children, Africa's future, at risk. More than half of health facilities in Africa are without safe water sources and improved sanitation facilities. Today, our women and girls walk an average of 6 kilometers to find clean water for their families, journeys which put them at risk of injury or violence. Dwindling supplies of safe drinking water and basic sanitation impacts on people's health, livelihood, and well-being. If current trends continue, Africa is unlikely to achieve universal access.
Yeah, with the MDG, Tanzania, we are supposed to have an access of 50% of the population by 2015. We have managed to achieve 72% of the people living in the rural and 86% for the people living in the urban.
It's not going to be business as usual. We know it was difficult to reduce it by half in the MDG. So it is more challenging now, but there are solutions. Before, we used to depend on donors, on partners to finance the implementations of the MDGs. But the SDG is all about government financing their programs to achieve. And our development partners will come and complement whatever governments have done.
Achieving water and sanitation for all by 2030 requires a comprehensive plan, translating high-level commitments into tangible actions that will transform the lives of everyone, everywhere in Africa.
Government should at least by now have a roadmap on implementing the SDG. But AMCAO has helped in that by having the Ngor Declaration, which is the roadmap for Africa for the implementation.
Key to universal access is targeting the most marginalized, strengthening institutions, prioritizing investments in water and sanitation infrastructure, promoting local appropriate technologies, and better coordination at national and subnational levels. Water security and improved sanitation is vital to realizing other development goals, including health, education, energy, agriculture, industry, social protection, and environment. So investing in water and sanitation is investing in a country's sustainable future. The journey to 2030 has begun. The road is challenging but possible through the leadership of Africans and particularly the African Ministers' Council on Water.
So when we meet together, that's where we can share the experiences. So the objective is to achieve. Now how we achieve is how we plan and how we work. So we should work hard and have enough revenues in the country so that we can achieve these goals.
And we cannot afford to fail. Africa is rich as far as water resources is concerned, but we have not invested enough on water resources management. So my advice is that let's invest more on water infrastructure. Let's, make sure that our citizens' expectations are met. Let's make sure that no one dies because of thirst. So these are the expectations that at the end of the day, that we'll leave here more committed and more energized to deliver what we have told our citizens.
The 6th Africa Water Week, the first under the Sustainable Development Goals era, provides an opportunity for transformational change, building momentum to bring health, dignity, education, and a brighter future to millions of Africans.